Well, what is up, bros? Me Josh here. In today's video, we're diving into the latest announcement from World of Warships, and that is Ranked Battle Season 9. And something's happening that I never thought would actually happen, and that is ranked battles are going to tier 10. This is the first season that ranked battles has ever been going to tier 10 and using tier 10 ships outside of the final league, the rank 1 and up league. Those have kind of, a lot of those seasons have been ranked 1, testing it out, but this is the first one that's actually going to be with tier 10 ships as you're going up through the ranks. Now, just like in past seasons, last season I think it was all tier 8s no matter what. We've seen seasons where there have been 5s and 6s for the first part of the bracket, 6s and 7s, or 7s and 8s for the other ones. They kind of toned it down, and some were like, okay, the first part's tier 7s and 8s, or 7s for the first part, 8s for the second part. Other seasons where it's been all the same tier throughout the entire thing. So Wargaming hasn't quite figured it out, but they're keeping it kind of, I guess, new and unique, and I think they've kind of progressed pretty well over time. But it's never been higher than tier 8 besides the winning league, which I won't really count. But going through to rank 1, it's never been higher than tier 8, which I thought has always been a good idea. I would consider ranked battle a quote-unquote competitive mode, but until the release of clan battles, there's been nothing really competitive, but clan battles has kind of taken over that whole, this is a competitive mode, and I kind of view ranked battles as a ranked session, or this is a game mode, I think, kind of for everybody. Everyone can go in, get some rewards, because there's actually a decent amount of rewards you can get this. And if you want to continue on through the grind, potentially get a ship, potentially get some flags, extra doubloons and whatnot. So what does this do going to tier 10? I'm not the biggest fan of this. I never thought they would. I never thought they would sell or make it anything higher than what's the highest purchasable. I've said that on stream a bunch of times. I never thought they would go higher than what the highest tier purchasable premium in the shop is. Now, I know you can buy tier 9s, but that's only with enough in-game play and free XP. But I never thought they would go higher than a tier 8 because that's the highest purchasable in the store. So this is the first one, and basically it's going to be broken down. We're season tier 9, and it starts April 27th. So if you're playing clan battles up to the last day, you only have a couple weeks before they dive right into it. So they're keeping this content ready all the time, not much of a downtime to just kind of play the game, have some fun. If you're grinding clan battles up until the last day, you got about 2 weeks where you have to dive into ranked battles. But I actually enjoy ranked season. But this is the breakdown of how they're going. Rank 23 to rank 11, they are going to tier 8. And then ranks 10 to 2, they're going to rank tier 10. And then the winning, quote unquote, the winners league, whatever you want to call it. I think they call it the, it's down there somewhere. But that'll be tier 7. So this is all over the place, right? All over the place. I have liked the seasons where they are going 1 tier in between. I've never liked it with 2 because, let's say, if you had a tier 6 and then the rest of the season, the first part of the season was at tier 6 and then the second part of the bracket was at tier 7, you could then progress through a ship, grind through a ship, play through a ship, then you have the next one ready. If you're going through with tier 8, with how few games it normally takes to get to about rank 11, because you can get bonus stars and stuff like that, there's no way in hell you're going to be able to get to a tier 10 by then. So it seems very, very weird that just starting at rank 10, it just jumps right into tier 10. That seems kind of a bit of a jump. You can participate in ranked battles if you have an account level in 14. I would assume you are probably going to have a tier 8 premium by that point anyways. Total 23 ranks like normal. League of the Wolves, that's what it's called right there. 2 teams of 7, normal. By winning, players earn stars needed. At most ranks, a defeat means a loss of a star. That's true, but you can still save a star, which is right in this part. Novice players will start at 23, so if you have played ranked battles in the past, depending on what rank you got last season, you get a star going into the season. So I think if you got rank 1 last season, I think you normally start like rank 13 or something like that, right around there. Rank 13 to 17, ranks 13 to 17, as well as 15, 10, and 1 will be irrevocable. This is the first time we've seen this in a few seasons, and it may seem kind of normal, but the last irrevocable rank in the past seasons has been 12. The reason that is if somebody is bouncing back and forth between the ranks, let's say, because there is basically a skill gap. I mean, some players are going to get through by kind of getting, I guess, quote unquote, carried. But there is a skill gap in each of these brackets, and as you go on and you get better and you get more used to it, you have better team play, you're going to move up through the ranks. And what rank 12 irrevocable did was it kind of kept the players that were maybe not quite ready for tier 10 or rank 10s to then go up, and then basically you would then go back, and then you kind of the learning process or whatever, you kind of then get into the 10s and 8s, 9s, 9s, 8s, whatever, all the way down to rank 1. So what this does is 10s. So if you make it to 10, you can't go any farther back. I don't think that's the best idea. It has the potential of clogging people that are maybe a little under the skill gap of certain times, that are going to be stuck in that 10 to 6 bracket. This may be an unpopular opinion in that I have, but it kind of a good lucky run for people. I mean, even people who AFK or people who haven't been playing that well. We've all played games where we have definitely carried a person or somebody. It seems to always die, and they just keep winning stars. They have a good run. They're stuck in that 10 to 6 bracket forever now, because they can't go any farther back, because that's what they're going to be. So they could spend the entire season in that 10 to 6 bracket and continue to be, almost a burden on a bunch of teams. And, that may be a little unpopular to say that, but it is the honest truth when it comes, you have one player that's a little lackluster on a 7v7, has a massive impact. It's 13% of your team or whatever. So a little bit more than that. So it is a bit of a bummer that doing that. So as soon as you get to tier 10, though, you're going to be locked there, and I guess you can stay there forever and just play 10s and do what you want. So it kind of doesn't protect that second bracket as much as I think they have in the past with making 12. And again, rank 1 is the last one that's irrevocable. And you get all these extra bonus stars, and if you're the highest XP earner on the team, you will then save your star as well. This is at 23 to 11, you get bonus stars. It's pretty normal. Teams are lined up and mirrored. That's fine. And then they're still waiting to announce the list of maps, and this is kind of a normal breakdown. So you get the bonus stars for extra premium. So you'll start at if you got rank 1, you'll start at 13. So bunch of flags, all kinds of stuff, day of premium, camos, doubloons. These are kind of basic 5 stars once you get into this last league, the Premier League, and then you can keep on going. So, and of course they have all the rewards for this as you go through. First time where you can get the Jolly Roger flag, and it seems like I was expecting them to do another ship here, which they didn't. I was expecting something maybe like the Salem or something that's been kind of teased, the Massachusetts. A kind of ship that be rewarded there. It looks like they're going to dip into Jolly Roger 5, so either they didn't have something ready or they wanted to try something out, but look, maybe they're running out of ships to give away for premium, so who knows? Maybe in the next season they'll do something. Maybe the 9th season, well, this is season 9, but it'll be the 9th timer next season, if that makes any sense, because the first one was the pilot season. So if you are a 9th timer next season, maybe they'll do another premium ship. But those, you can earn these, and then League of Wolves, you can get more credits, more consumables, more flags. These normally don't happen. It's kind of tough to get people once they are done grinding rank. People normally take a break, so it's tough to get these leagues. These aren't normally running. Normally people on the bundles, they have to, or on these kind of run. I read that bundles right there. The League of Seawolves, this top league tends to not run unless something's kind of planned, and then people were kind of farming some extra stuff. But it seems so weird to go to tier 7s. I don't know why they would go 8s, 10s, and then down to 7s for the premium league. Why not just keep it 10s or whatever? Who cares? And then ranked Buttles looking to gear up for the upcoming season. Look for some. So I don't know what they're gonna do with this. If it's just gonna be. I mean, I guess it's just for 8s. It's they're showing what? That's the Eugen, I'm guessing. I think that's the Eugen. So the Hirakaze, the Eugen, and the Alabama. So looking for that. But it seems very weird that they're going to 10s. Now I will give them. They don't like to go the same stuff over and over. Same, like they don't make tier 8s every season. They don't make tier 7s every season. They change it up, and maybe they're testing out to see this. But I don't think tier 10s are a good idea. I think a lot of people a lot of the server doesn't have tier 10s. It was a massive thing where clan battles, a lot of people didn't have tier 10s for clan battles. So what did they do? They made rentals, and there was no sense or nothing of rent battles or rentals. Sorry. So there's no like inclination of people, if they don't have it, they can't get it. So if somebody only has a high tier of 8, or that's the highest tier they have, they can get to basically 11, rank 11 to rank 10, and then they can't do anything else. So I'm not sure if tier 10 is the best choice. I'm excited for the fact that there are a lot of tier 10 ships that I like. We can actually jump on over to the port really fast. There are a lot of ships that I like at tier 10. Montana, I'll be playing the ever-living hell out of the Yu Yang. I love this ship. I think this is one of the GG easy ships to play at that tier. Extremely good against basically everything. But I think it's gonna be pretty lackluster. I think we're gonna see some battleships. It's weird that we're gonna have to deal with this ship, potentially multiple of the Conqueror, just HE spamming all day, every day. That's not gonna be very fun. And it's just such a punishing tier. It really is. If you've been playing high tiers, you know that if you are down a ship, you are down pretty massively when it comes to, especially like, let's say if it's a one destroyer versus one destroyer, you lose that destroyer, you are a massive disadvantage because of the longer range torps. You can stay out of radar range. And normally, as you couldn't against tier 7, 6 of course, there isn't any radar at tier 6, but 7s and 8s, you were most likely always in radar range at some point. But it's going to be hard for a lot of ships to be viable when it comes to this. It really, really is. One thing, too, is CVs. We normally don't really see CVs. I don't even have any of the tier 10 CVs, but you don't, in normal rank seasons, you don't really see CVs. Now, this is coming from the NA server. I know a lot of even EU CV players had to rank out in destroyers because there just wasn't enough in the queues, even for tier 7s and 8s, which have purchasable CVs. So I would assume we're going to see little to no CV play because so few accounts on NA, and I'm sure even on EU, compared to the rest of the player base, have CVs at tier 10. It's CVs are the smallest player base, and tier 10, it's a minute percent of the player base actually have the availability to even play the class at that tier. So it's going to be really interesting if we actually see any CVs. I would assume they're going to be non-existent. I don't think. I mean, it's good to try it out, right? It's good to test it out, see what everyone thinks. But I think a lot of people are going to get to tier or to rank 8 or rank 10, I guess, and not be able to play. And it's going to be an interesting season. I think there's going to be a lot of Hindenburgs, and there's going to be some Zows, a couple DMs, DDs, and battleships going at it. It's going to be a weird season. I mean, I'm excited. I enjoy rank, so we'll see what ends up happening. But I'm really interested in Wargaming picking tier 10s to go. There's a lot of ships I love to play at tier 10, so I'm excited for that point. I'm just not excited that it's really, I guess it's really telling a lot of, it seems weird that they're kind of I guess shutting off a lot of players even able to really participate in even going for rank 1. They've always been able to do that. Like I said, I never thought Wargaming would go higher than the highest purchasable ship, which was tier 8. So I was expecting this season to go 7s. There was rumors, people talking about earlier today of a post, and then officially Wargaming announced it today that it will exactly be tier 10s for this upcoming season. So I guess prepare for it. If you don't have a tier 10, start grinding because it's coming up pretty quick, less than a month. We got about, what, 3 weeks or something like that before it starts to go. So you got about 3 weeks to get your first tier 10, get going and have some fun. But anyways, this is kind of more of a discussion on what you guys think about tier 10s for rank. We haven't seen it before. The rest of the seasons have been anywhere from 5 to 8s. A bigger amount of the player base has the availability of those. And what do you guys think if you don't have a tier 8? There is no rental that they have announced yet, which I'm actually kind of surprised about. But again, it's interesting. I know there's going to be a lot of people excited for it, and there's going to be a lot of people who are mad, and so I don't want to get like too hostile in the comments, but when it comes to rank season, I know people get pretty excited or left out or whatever. So it's a pretty touchy subject when it comes to it. So anyways, let me know what you guys think of the upcoming rank season. Again, I'll be playing the ever-living hell out of the Yu Yang. If there are CVs in queue, I'll be rolling in AA-style gearing and getting those planes out of my face. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, tier 10s coming to ranked. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.